Good day, and third time's the charm, as they say. This is the third attempt at recording this video. Hopefully the audio is coming through this time. Hopefully my microphone is not just plugged in, but also switched on in the in the recording program, because I've just recorded this video twice. I'm shocked that this is the second video of the year. I was expecting to be another playthrough. I wasn't expecting the launch announcement for version 0.07 to be something I need to think about for another couple of weeks yet. But here we are. It's the second video of the year, and we are announcing the launch of version 0.07 of Do Demon's Dream. Some minor things to go over quickly. Let's go to map 12. That sigh of exasperation is because I've said this, twice already. So, level 12, first of all, there is a lift in here that reveals a teleporter. Down in this courtyard here, there's a teleport that gets revealed if you find the switch. Now the switch is behind a lift that's cleverly hidden. Unfortunately, I had accidentally tagged the lift as a single use, so if you discovered it, lowered it, and didn't hit the switch behind there, you were locked out of that secret permanently. So, discovered that thanks to Soki's playthrough. He just recently played through this level. And it was a joy to watch, because this level was one that I'd been really waiting to see him play through, because it's one that I'm one of the most proudest of. But anyway, he discovered that, so I fixed that issue. Another issue that's been resolved was that there was a bit of confusion as to how to get into this teleport here. Soki thought maybe it was the super secret, because when he hit the switch in here and got access to here, he could tell that there was, like, that wall came down because there was this teleport here, but he couldn't figure out how to do it until he ended up playing through the map, and it progressed naturally. To alleviate confusion, there are now exit signs there and there, so you know that the objective is going to be bringing down that wall so you can get to that teleport and exit the level. That should alleviate that confusion. And those exit signs, there's now an exit sign at the end of every level, right before the exit. My initial intent was to have exit signs only where they made sense contextually. So, like, say the end of the level was here, and the next level started and it was this corridor, right? So you start in the next level and there's a barrier that's dropped down here. It makes no sense for there to be an exit sign there, because it's clearly not an exit to anything. It's a corridor in the complex. But that also just led to some confusion. Or I guess not confusion, but probably a bit of frustration in that some people would have wanted to go back and explore the level for secrets if they'd realised they were about to hit the exit line, walkover line. So now there's an exit sign at every level, in a position where it makes sense, so it might not always be right at the end of the level, but it's at a point where you know if you go any further than this, you are going to go over a walkover line depth or come across a switch you need to hit. Every level has an exit sign now, so it's not ambiguous. Bit of detailing added in here. Up here. Out here in the courtyard. Makes it look a bit more snazzier. Let's give all keys. So I can go out to the blue key area without having to do the whole map. So the other thing that's been addressed in this level, when you found the previous two super secret evil eye sigils, the third evil eye sigil would open up here. You'd shoot it, and I thought it was a clever idea that if you shoot it there and then the bunch of the crates in this room fall down, and it didn't really stop to think. But I didn't really stop to think at any point that, like, because the door's there, right? That's why I thought it was clever, you know? It's like, oh, where is it? And then you walk in there and, oh, there's a teleport there. It's not how it played out. I just watched Sucky, poor guy, get so confused as to whether or not he'd found the super secret or not, even though he'd gone in and picked up the invulnerability sphere. Because there was no character to the super secret room, and yeah, he shot here and then couldn't see any visual effects. So these crates are what drop to reveal the teleport to the super secret, and the final evil eye sigil has been placed in here. So when you walk into this room, you'll see the evil eye sigil, and then you'll shoot it and you'll see those crates come down. So I'll actually activate that so you can see that the crates do come down, and to show off that there is now a bit of character to the super secret room, instead of being just a square, empty square, boring square that had a door into another empty boring square. So I didn't mean to pick that up. So that's been given a bit of characteristic. That locks until you go down through there and in the teleport to get the blue key, then it unlocks. No clip. That's about it. So we also have map 19. And I can't remember if I did this in version 0.06. I'm pretty sure there's some levels, the levels in 0.06 have this evolved normal hard path mechanic, but I can't remember. And just to be on the safe side, I'll explain it again in case it wasn't. So at this point in the WAD, the normal and the hard mode has evolved a bit. The mechanic is no longer just a... For most of the WAD, it's just a case of you pick whether you want to do the normal version of whatever difficulty you're on, or the harder version of whatever difficulty you're on. The normal version is aimed to be somewhere between regular Doom and Plutonia. So again, it's mostly balanced for ultraviolence except for the first 3 levels at the moment. So let's stick with ultraviolence for an example. So ultraviolence difficulty is supposed to be somewhere sitting roughly within Plutonia's ultraviolence and Doom 2's ultraviolence. The red path, the hard path, is harder. It's much spicier, more monsters and shit. But at this point, the mechanic really has evolved quite a bit throughout the WAD, and at this point, it's no longer just a case of 15 to 20 extra monsters that will spawn into the map if you pick the hard path. Now, key fights, significant fights in key moments of each map, will have monsters completely substituted. So, for example, you walk into a room, and on the hard mode, you might be fighting an Archvile and 6 Revenants. Just an example, that situation doesn't happen, but it's a good example. Archvile, 6 Revenants on the red mode. If you take the blue path, however, and you walk into that same room, that fight, instead of being an Archvile and 6 Revenants, will be something like a Baron of Hell and 6 imps as an example. So it fully substitutes certain monsters in some fights. Oops, gotta open the door. And this is actually a really good level for seeing that evolved version of the mechanic take place. There's a few places where that really shows off if you play through it on both difficulties. For example, over here with these pipes, those pipes will eventually open, and if you're doing hard mode, there's an archvile, a revenant, a revenant, a revenant, and a revenant, but on easy it's like Hell Knight and I think it was some imps. I can't remember off the top of my head. You can go either direction in this WAD. You can go through that door there after you've hit this switch, or you can go all the way around that way in this level. It's designed to be able to be whichever direction you want to go. There's some really cool moments in this level. I don't want to walk through it all and show it all off. I want you just to get a good idea of it though. But as I said, I've recorded this video now 3 times. This is the 3rd time, and the previous 2 times were about 20 minutes. So I don't want to drag it out. That's map 19, map 20. The end of this level, previous level, map 19. You'd come in here and you could walk all the way around this pillar, this left. So this was an interesting challenge to get to work properly, and I had been thinking when I planned it, because I planned it whilst I was making level 19, that I'd hit a switch and a lift would raise. I was like, that's not how lifts work. That's not how they work at all. You need to have them either starting in the position at the top, or you need a switch that'll raise them and then have a switch to lower it. So I couldn't figure out how to get that elevator to work without making it 2 small thin side snippets. Yeah, you can go up that way first, but that door won't open till you hit this switch. And we're on 20 yet, so one more to show off after this. And now I'm having a complete memory blank as to what I had to say about this level. Let's go in here and show off this area, which now has detailing in it. You can go this way and I'll no clip, because I don't want to show off what happens in that room. But you need to hit a switch in there to open that door. That's why I no clip through it as well. Now at this point I'm just sort of trying to run through. Oh, really? Got to change that texture before I upload it. I really enjoyed doing like caves and stuff, but I really wish I could get them looking a bit better. I'm quite happy with how my caves and stuff look, but then I see someone like Living Dead's or Numzaic's, and it's like the patience these guys have had to do all the different little layering and stuff. This is very time consuming. It's effective, It looks fantastic. But yeah, getting different rock to layered effects is time consuming. This is a nice room. I'm quite happy with how this room turned out. Come up here to open the gates, but we also lose the floor. Don't worry if you get up there and you're rushing, so you try to hit the switch and then you run away and come over here and then realise that you haven't hit the switch. You can still get back. You just need to drop down here, go up the elevator. That's something that only appears a few times throughout the whole WAD. Barrels. Okay, so unique with this level and this level only, to get the yellow and blue keys, not the red, just the yellow and blue keys, you walk over this icon and it will give you the blue key. There's a yellow icon in the other wing. That's it. Then we've got map 21. These dev weapons will be gone in the version that you download from ModDb as well. Now this one I've tried to make a nice sort of open area building thing, but at the same time it's not terribly confusing, because there's, at any given moment, there's only certain ways you can go. For example, if you to go further from here, you've got to go through this door and into this building. But say you run around here, this door doesn't open until you can't open it from the inside. That's just meant to be a shortcut. Once you get to that point, a shortcut that unlocks and allows you to jump in across here to lower this red key, if you haven't already run around like I just did now to drop it in my exploration. But like, there's really only one place to go. And been very careful in my intent with regards to that, to make sure that, like, whilst it's a nice big open area, it's not like everything is open and giving the player a sensation of being overwhelmed with option. But now we're in this room, see, we can hit that door and open it. So now there's a shortcut around. And that gives the next segment of the map a few more options in how you want to go about it, because we come in here and get the blue key. There's the super secret, and there's another secret just hiding out in the open. Well, that's the entrance to the super secret. There it is there. Remember, invulnerability, megasphere and soul sphere, there's only one of those types in each map, and they are in the super secret. So now at this point, once you've got the red key, you've got a few options. You can go back through here and go back through that teleport. You can run all the way around here and run back into the room where the red key is, in that teleport room there. Or you can just jump down here and go into the teleport, which is, yeah, as I said, in the cave here, because Red key door is here. I quite like this little trap. It took a while for me to figure out how to evolve this trap to, one, end up making this room look interesting, because it looked bland at first and it was just these barriers here. There was no door or no I know that caging was there from the start, but no switch or anything. But now that switch opens that door. Screw it, I'm going to show this secret off because I really like this room. Chessboard. It's a bed. Bit of Doomception going on. Little game console. Yeah, I quite like this secret room. But hitting that switch there opens this door, which lets me hit that switch and get out here, where we find the yellow key and the BFG, because lots of things attack at this point. This here is just an example of an optional area. You don't need to come down in here. Although you might want to. But see, now you got the blue key, yellow key, so we can go up there to that yellow door. And here's another example of why that shortcut opens, because I could have gone back to the teleport and gone through, or just run across here. I'm really happy with how this level turned out. Like, visually it looks great. It actually works a lot better than I was hoping. To be honest, when I started creating this level, there was like the sensation of the heart in the throat and apprehension that I might have to throw everything I've done out and try and come up with a new concept for the level. Because already, you know, things didn't work exactly how I intended. Let me go fly. My initial thought would be that it'd be cool to have all, you know, the blood fall down, and then I realised, wait, I can't do room over room in Vanilla Doom, so that made certain sectors and ideas that I had not really work. But the adapted version of it did, because I was going to have a couple of buildings like this, where there's a bridge leading out to it, but like, you can't run under it or anything. All in all, I'm glad it turned out the way it did. I'm quite happy with it. And there is the exit to 22, start of, oh sorry, exit to 21, start of 22, which I haven't started building yet. And that's it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Hopefully the audio played in this one, and I don't have to do it a fourth time. Thanks for watching. Please download. The link's in the description. Please have a playthrough. And if you've got any feedback, I'm welcome to hear. I'm completely open to hear it. I welcome it with open arms. Thanks for watching, everyone. Catch you next time.